Welcome to my channel Let's Learn. Today in this video I will show you how to clean data in Excel, that is data cleansing in Excel. I will take you through 10 essential data cleansing method which you need to know if you are working in an organization or if you are planning to work as a data analyst. So let me take you to my Excel sheet. To navigate from one Excel sheet to another by using a keyboard, you can press Control, page up and page down. This is my Excel sheet. It is really small. It is a small Excel sheet. And let me show you how many columns are there. I have nearly around 11 columns. Maybe there are more columns, but few of the columns are blank. You can see it here. This column, these columns, and this column are blank. And on the row side, if I go down, you can see there are a few blank rows also. In total, I have 45 rows which have a data, but total number of rows are 49. If I go up, you can see this is the heading of the column. First of all, let me take you what are the different steps I am going to take. First is AutoFit row height and column height. What does it mean? You can see the date is not being shown properly. The client is truncated also. You can see the contact information, maybe we can see it properly. Similarly, on the row part, you can see the some of the rows are too high and some are fixed and some are too high. So let me first of all fix these things. To fix it, let me select one of the cell. The individual intersection of row and column is called cell. Then after that, I'll press Control A. Then again, I'll press the Control A to select the entire sheet. Now I'll go to my home tab. Then inside the home, I will go to the format. Go to the format, and under the format, we have auto fit row height. It will fit the row. Then again, auto fit column width also. I click here. The rows and columns are fit. Now, then after that, I like to delete this empty row and empty column first of all, because these are going to create a problem later on. Then let me go back again. Then I have just complete this work, auto fit row height and column width. Now let me remove blank rows. Now in this Excel sheet, you can see there are few blank rows. Imagine this to be a huge large Excel sheet with hundreds of blank rows. It will be really impossible for you to go to each and every row and delete them individually. So what I want to show you are small tricks, but before that I will show you how what difficulties are there. Let me select the entire in the conventional way how we can do it. Control A again, double Control A to select the entire sheet, then Control Z. If you don't want to do it, you can go for file and select and go special. This is the same place you are going to reach, but me, I prefer Control Z, then go to special, then go to blanks, then go to OK. Now you can see blank rows and blank columns are selected. If I press Control minus, then I want to delete the row, but here is the very tricky part. If you notice it, unnecessary datas are also deleted. Unnecessary means required datas are also deleted, which is not our intention. So let me quickly press Control Z and undo it. So this is very tricky. Control minus again. If I want to delete I just delete the entire row for you, which has deleted necessary data also, which is not required, which is absurd or very unnecessary job which we should not perform while doing a data analysis or while playing with the data. Let me go for entire column. Let me show you what is the consequences. Press everything is gone. Let me press select Control Z on again. Let me highlight one of the cell and I'll leave that back. Now to do this, when we have both rows and columns are blank, Either we can go to individual columns and delete them one by one, which is easier rather than deleting the individual blank rows because the number of columns are always limited. But we are not going to do that. First of all, what we are going to is we are going to select the entire sheet once again. Then we will go to filter, then we will go for filter. It is inside the home tab. You can see it inside the home tab. Go to the filter and select the filter. After you select the filter, you can see there is a filter over here. Now on one of the column, maybe one of the client, on the client column, I will click over here and I will uncheck all others, then only select the blanks. Once I select the blanks, I know now even the blank rows that are in between the data are also being selected over here, because you can see after column row 1, it is jumping directly to row 9, row 27, row 43, blah blah blah, like that. So now our purpose is to remove the blank rows first. We'll go for blank rows first. For that, don't select the first heading column, don't select it, because if you select it again, the consequences will be the same as I have already shown you. Hold shift key, then go to this, press the right arrow, hold the shift key, holding the shift key, press the right arrow, then go up to the last column. Then after that, press the control. So that means you are now holding shift plus control key and pressing the down arrow. Shift plus control key and press the down arrow. Then press control minus. It will directly tell you delete the entire sheet. Okay, let me delete the entire sheet. Okay, now let me go back to my filter and I will select all the values. You can see the blank is gone, blank row is gone, blank rows is gone. This is particularly useful when you have multiple blank rows and multiple blank columns. Now, as you can see, now we have removed the blank rows. I believe there are no blank rows. If I go down, I am with 44 rows with the data. So now to delete the blank column, now let me select the entire sheet once again. Control A, double control A, control Z, go to spacer, go to blank, then select blank. Unfortunately, now we can see, now we have only blank columns being selected. If you go down, we have few blank rows also being selected, which can create a problem. Now if I go for control minus and delete the entire row, then you can see many columns are also being deleted, which is not the desired result. Control Z again. Then what can we do in these situations? The only solution is hold the shift key, then control key, then press the right arrow, control shift right arrow, then go to the last column. Similarly, go down by pressing control shift and down arrow, control shift and down arrow. My intention is to select only the data of the sheet, nothing else. Now let's see control Z, spatial blanks. You know that how to go to, for if you don't know, if you are unable to do the control Z, then you can simply go to find and replace and go to spatial, then select blanks. Then now you can see the blank columns is selected. If you scroll it down, only blank columns are selected, not the blank rows anymore. Now control minus and delete the entire column. If you delete the entire column, let's see how many columns are left. I am not quite sure. Yes, 11 columns were there originally, and we still have 11 columns, and 45 rows were there, and we still have 45 rows with the data. Earlier we have 49 rows with 4 blank rows which we have deleted. So after this, we have done the first part, AutoFit row height and column width, that we have completed. Remove the blank rows and remove the blank columns with the great difficulties. It's not easy to remove blank rows and blank columns at once if multiple rows and multiple columns are blank in the sheet. Now, another very important part of data cleansing in Excel is to remove unnecessary column. Because remembers that only place columns which are necessary for you. For example, I may have a columns like descriptions, and I have something randoms data over here which I won't need it while doing my data analysis. Then in that case, I must make sure I'll just delete it. I'll just delete it. If you don't know, if you don't need any column, just simply remove it. So that's why data, as a data analyst or being working in the data, you need to know, you always need to know what is your final outcome and what exactly are you trying to achieve, right? Now let me go to my another tool, that is format column. To format the columns, what we need to do is select the column, right click it and format cell, or we can simply go from here also, but I prefer right clicking it. Right click, format cells, format cell. Okay, let me format this date and time. Here you can see it is in date time format. I need only date, only need date. In fact, I need the date in the format like day month y. Let me, for that I'll click over here, I'll select the entire column by clicking on the top, right click, then format cells, then click on the date. And which one do you prefer? I prefer day, month, year. So if you don't see what you are looking for, the formatting, particular formatting, maybe you can choose to another different type of day format. And so it's up to you. You can make a more study on these things. Day, month format, year format. I'm going for it. Now you can see my time is gone. My data is in the exact format I am looking forward. I have now fixed the date. Now let me go to the client column. In the client column, what I can see is there are clients like Oracle, Apple's, Intel, Nvidia. But here you can see inside the bracket there is something which I don't need it. For that to remove, what I have to do is, now I have to use another tool. Let me go back to my sheet. I had format the column. Now I need to use find and replace. That is a sixth essential topic. For this, I will select the column, then I will go find and replace, find and select, and then replace, because I am going to remove, I am going to delete it. For me to delete these things, I can, in Excel there is a saying that you have two ways, either easy way or smart way. Easy way, you can go to each and every individual cell, then remove it one by one. That is easy way, but that can takes forever, particularly if the data set is huge or large. So let us be smart. Don't go for easy method. Let us be smart and save time. Select this column, go to replace, then here I want to replace what? Small bracket. Then now the problem here is, what is there? The problem is, if you see each and the content of each and every cell inside the bracket is different. Every cell has different content. Like for example, these two are the same, this is different, again this is another piece. But we have the way to deal with this. Be with me. Click on the select the column, then go to the find and replace sections, then go over here and find, we want to find curly bracket and curly bracket. There is something inside the curly bracket, but there is a differences in each and every cell. To accommodate all of them, we are going to use a wildcard. We call it as an asterisk. small bracket, and then in between a string. That means everything within the bracket. Everything within the bracket, remove it, replace it. We want to replace it with blank. That means delete it. Then after that, I will press replace all. Then you can see the things is gone. Things is gone. Okay. Now I'm happy with this column. If I want to format it, I will simply right click it, format cell, and I can take it with the text and blah, then press OK. Now let me go to the contact column. If I go to the contact column, I can see the name of the people is over here. But unfortunately, the name is, even though the name is maybe might be correct, but they are not formatted properly. So what we need to do is we have to format them properly. So let me insert another column. So which I can do simply by right clicking and insert. Or if I want to use the keyboard, then I can press Control plus to select the entire column and Shift Control plus. So this will add the column and the left side. So that's not my intention. Let me go to column D. On the column D, I'll select control space, then shift, hold the shift key and control key, then plus, press the plus. Or simply you can do is, if you are beginners, simply right click and insert it. I have inserted. Now I want to use of inbuilt Excel function. Excel function. Before that, let me go back to my sheet where I have completed my find and replace. Maybe there is more find and replace coming on. I will show you later on. Now I'm going to change a word using a function called proper. Using a proper function, I will change the word formatting. So let me show you. To use the function, we have to replace equal to, then proper, which will show you if you want to complete automatically. Tab, it will start with the bracket. Then what do you want to apply coupon on this particular cell, then close the bracket, enter. So this means you can see now the output is proper. Emily Davis is been, now E is capital, V is also capital, and rest of the character size small. Similarly for robot, where the entire word is capital, so it has been formatted properly. But if you look over this data, you may find there are some unnecessary spaces. Look over here, you can see there are some spaces. Spaces are over here. If you go to the formatter cell, there is still a space. So to eliminate the space, we have to use another functions called trim. For that, I will insert another column. Then I will use trim function, trim, then select this cell, then press enter. And to copy these things later, we can simply come to the very corner of the cell. You can see the cursor has changed now. Once the cursor is like plus sign, you can simply double click it. Now the things is done. If you want to work smartly, we can cascade the multiple functions within the Excel. For example, we already have a proper function. Now we can put trim, start the brackets, and in the bracket, and press enter also. In this way, we can accomplish two jobs at the same times rather than creating a multiple columns and dividing into the multiple functions. We can cascade the functions. All it depends is which functions you have to use first and which functions you have to use later. That one you have to decide it. First I'm using the proper and then I'm using trim. Here you can first use the trim, then you can use proper also. It doesn't matter. So this column I don't need it at all. So be mindful when we are cleansing the data. We have to make sure that we remove the old columns, unnecessary columns, and we have to make sure we give our new columns a correct column heading. Let me delete it. Right click, delete it, but unfortunately the parent column was deleted. So as a result, this function could not work because it doesn't find the data at all. So what I have to do is Control Z here once again. Then what I need to do is now I have to copy this entire data. To copy the data, select, put your cursor on the first cell, then press Control Shift key, then press Control key. It means hold Control and Shift key and press the down key, down arrow. Press the down arrow of your keyboard. Then this will select the entire column, entire column, entire column. Then after that, Control C. Actually, you can see that it has been copied. Now lift that and put your cursor once again on the first cell. First cell means the first row after the heading. First row after the heading. Then go to the paste under home tab. Go to the paste. Then go to paste values. Go to paste values. Once you click the paste values, the formula is gone. What is only remaining is the data. The formula is gone. So you can see there are different ways of pasting the data in Excel. What we normally accomplish with Control V is the paste of formula. Paste of formula. General Control V is this paste of formula, where we paste the formula. So rather than doing that, we do it this time we do the paste values. So as a result, the function is gone and we only have data, proper data. And if we can now delete the column C by just clicking it and right clicking and delete button. It's also deleted. In this way, we have finalized our work with the column contact column also. Now let us go to the department. If you go to the department, you can see finance underscore London, support underscore Tokyo, support underscore Tokyo, HR underscore Singapore. That means finance is the department and London is the place. Support is the department and Tokyo is the place. Now we have to split this. We have to split this. We have to get only the departments. Now for that, I will just simply right click and go to insert. Let me go to my sheet 2 again. Then for me, I have completed 6 number points. I have completed 7 number points. Now I am on 8 number points. That means split text. Then go back there, split text. I am currently working on split text. I have just inserted one additional column. Now let me select this column as a whole, column D. Then I'll go to the data tab, Then on the data tab, I have text to columns, Click here, click. Then I have the two methods to split the data or split the cell. So let me use delimited, then go to delimited, click next. Then here we have different ways of separating the cell. Now I'm not going to use tab, rather I'm going to go to other, and my separator over here is the underscore. Let me go to click underscore. Then you can see the review of what is going to happen. Will have a department. On the department I will have finance, support, blah blah blah, and the new column will be created, which I have already created. That will be the place. Next, then it's asking me where do you want to place this column, the highlighted one, the black one. I want to put it on D column. That means D on D columns. Let me go finish. If I finish, you can see I have a department, I have a place. If I don't need this column, I can simply delete it, but let me put it for some time, place as a place. Now I have completed that things also. Now let me go to the payment. In the payment method, I can see there's a payment made through PayPal, card, transfer, and some of the things, and wire also. Let me check what are the different means of payment that has been made. I can clearly see card, PayPal, wire transfer, wire. Sometimes what will be the scenario is that we might have a typing mistakes, like card maybe is on some cell it might be card properly, and on other cell it might be cars. On some cell it might be CRADS typing mistake. This type of things you have to notice also, and you have to make sure they are in the proper way, or properly being selected, or properly whatever is the should be the options, that should be properly. For examples, like me, let me make it cars. If you got the data with like car being cars and car being something like this. So when you see it, you can see cars, cars, cars. And being a data analyst or working on the Excel sheet, you should know that these three things should be the same. So how to deal with them? Let me go to that. Let me select those wrong one, then cars and cards. Then let me correct them as CR the card. Then again CR the card. Okay, now the data is properly formatted. We have to be careful on these things also. Sometimes we can have typing mistakes also. After that, we have a revenue. One thing we have to be careful with the revenue. I believe revenue should be in positive figures. Let's see, revenue. All of the revenues are in positive figures and is a number. Sometimes there might be a mistake. Some of them are in characters, which is not the desired uh, result. It's not desired result. So in that case, we have to normalize it, or we have to treat it properly. So everything seems to be okay. Let me go to the profit sections. In the profit also, we have everything for plus. That means the company is going for the profit, is making a profit. And then item counts. Item counts, let's see, item counts is should always be in positive, but you can see there are some negative values also. So we have to treat them properly. Okay, we have negative values. For few negative values, we can work manually, easy method, but let us be smart and don't go for the easy method. Let me insert one new column, and now I'm going to use one logical function, if function. If then if function requires first three parameters, that is logical test, value if it is true, and value if it is false. Our logical test, we are going to test for the values if it is less than, if the cell values is less than 0 or not. So if it is less than 0, we are going to replace it with 0. Let me select this cell and give the first give me the logical test, which is less than 0. If it is less than 0, then make it 0. But if it is greater than 0, that means if it is false, then let me make it as it is. Okay, just like earlier, let me take my cursor to the corner. I can see plus sign. Then I will just simply double click it, and everything is now being copied. Formula is copied. Though if I want to cross check, I'll just filter it here. Now I don't see any negative values, which is very nice. I know if I delete this column again, I will have a reference problem. So let me select it, the entire column using controls Shift Control, hold down Shift Control and press down arrow on your keyboard, then Control C, then go to the top cell, second row, just below the heading, then go to the home, go to paste and paste values. Now if I delete the parent column, I will have no problem, and let me put the proper name also, item count. After that, you can see the profit margin also. Let me go back to my sheet before that. Then what do I have? I have split the text. Now I have to rectify the error. I have to rectify the errors like divided by 0 or something like that, where you can clearly see this is some kind of formula error. If I trace it over here, I can see divide by 0 error, divide by 0 error. Okay, now let me go for this, how I can delete this. I will add a new column, Yes, then if I have if error. If there is an error, what I have to do? Value and error. Okay, value if error. Okay, let's see. Now I will select this is the value, then I will comma, and what is the what to do if there is an error? I will press simply put 0. Now Let me double click it over here again. Hopefully the things has been solved. Once again, Control Shift down arrow, Control C, then go to the second columns, then paste and paste values. Again, first full copy the column heading and paste it now. Then after that, simply remove the unnecessary columns. Make sure to delete the columns on which you have already performed the job. Now again, I think we have completed all the tasks except replace blank cells, which I will show you a little bit later on. Let me work on this membership. Then on the membership, you can see we have gold, G, regular, R. What are the different options we have? Let's see. We have G, gold, R, regular. Definitely, we believe G is a short form of gold, R is a short form of regular. So we have to tackle these issues also. So because we need to have a consistent data. Let me select this entire column. Then go to the, go to replace, go to replace, Control H. Then we already have our earlier replace. Then what we can do is, if this is the by default, I want to replace G with GOLD, gold. Now let me replace all, but unfortunately there are 40 replacement being done, but unfortunately I have a negative consequences. G become gold, but G of gold also become gold, with the gold become gold old, which is not the desired output. So let me press Control Control G, Control Z. Then again go for find and replace, replace. Then now what I need to do is I have to replace G with gold. That is what I have to do. But unfortunately, when I simply do it, G of gold is also being replaced. So what I need to do is go to the options, and I have to make sure I check this match entire cell content. Match entire cells content means you need to have only G. Then let us match the entire cell content and press replace all. Now 4 replacement were done. We are happy to see. If we click here, we have gold, R, regular. Let us do the similar case with the R also. Replace. Then again R, is regular, regular. We have to ensure that we tick this flag also, match entire cell content. Then again replace it. Then the job is done. We're happy to go now. Now finally, let me go to the purchase item. If I go to the purchase item, I can see there are needing spaces, and after that also there are spaces. For that, we know what to do. We have already learned it. Trim, select it, then press it, then double click it, everything is gone. And then after that, Control C, then go to the second row, then go to the paste, paste values, and finally copy the column headings, paste it here, right clicks, then delete it. Now in this way we have completed all the tasks except one, that is 10 number. Now to demonstrate the 10 number, what I want to do is, for examples, oh sorry, here I still have some kind of error. Let me quickly manage this one, car. Let me go here, select all again. Okay, what I want to do is, now I want to remove some of the data over from here. Let me remove some of the data on my delete some. Let me delete. Now you can see few of the rows are empty. We have to delete at this time also, because being a data analyst or working with while cleaning the Excel, we have to make sure we have no empty rows except what we really want it. Control A, then Control G, again go to spacer, then go to blank, then press OK. You can see the blank cells are selected. Each of the blank cells are selected. Now Now what we need to do is then what is the desired sale value which we have to use. Most of the time we might have NA, but let's imagine if there is nothing payment method, then the client must have paid it through the wire. Let us imagine like that. Then I will put wire. Then what we need to do, make sure that before we press enter, we need to hold the control key and press enter. So in this way only the data will be filled in all relevant empty cell. So let's make sure we don't have any blank cell. That's what we are looking for. Now we have completed all the tasks. For finally, if you want to make it a nice looking sheet, then we can select the top columns. Then we can beautify it. It's up to you. Beautify it. Click design. Now I can see the column name. Then I'll go to this. Yes. And finally, maybe if I required, I can add new columns just to beautify it. Then even if I don't like this grid, if I want to put the grid all over, then I can simply select the entire sheet and press here, and then you can have all border, outside border, thick border, or even no border at all. Or maybe simply we can go to view and we can unclick the grid line. Then this way we have completed the task. Now one thing I miss it, I think, is that for this guy, you can see over here profit margin, the values after the decimal is too long. So to eliminate this, we can select the column, go to the home, and over here you can see you can remove it. Sorry, why it's not using. So you can, so that means let me right click, format, and let me take it to the number and let me see it. Now the things is been done. It's looking pretty nice as of now. Okay. Thank you for watching this video. If you like this video, please subscribe to my channel and also put a thumbs up on my channel, on this video, sorry. Once again, thank you for watching this video.